The Jacobite line hurtled forward as the English poured successive volleys into them. The brave Highland charge fragmented under the withering fire of muskets and grape shot from government cannons. The Highlanders, short on cannons, were unable to silence the vastly superior artillery of the English. Their guns were too small and poorly handled, and no match for Cumberland's. The English bombarded the Scots' lines. One by one, the Jacobite cannons fell silent. Pounded by English artillery, Charles had no choice but to charge. The hand of Providence, it seemed, no longer protected the clansmen. The heather began to bleed as the morning wore on, and the English thirst for revenge would be sated for a time. The price the Cumberland would exact from the Highlands was being paid. But like many overdue bills, it came with interest. The courageous and crazed men in plaid broke through the front rank of British infantry and found themselves trapped between fires. Cumberland's men used the simple tactics and disciplines they had been taught. The Highlanders were caught unprepared for a stalwart foe. Outnumbered and divided, those that can fall back. Those that can't fall dead or wounded.
Many died. Malcolm charged like the rest. The English cut him down. At least he didn't live to see what the bastards did to his boy.
It was at the Battle of Culloden and afterwards that the Duke of Cumberland earned his title, the Butcher. As the Scots lay fallen on the field, the Duke's forces moved amongst them, bayoneting the wounded and surrendering clansmen, following the order given by the Duke himself. Some of the surviving clansmen that were taken prisoner were burned alive, others hanged, while hundreds were imprisoned and thousands forced into exile. Innocent men and boys were killed or imprisoned, some merely because their clan had fought, even though they themselves had not. Ethnic cleansing had begun.
I see him! He's behind the trees!
Got him off, Nate!
Stop, you little player! Stop! Stop! Little bastard! Stop, you little player! Stop!
We've got him, sir. What do we do with him?
He's a Jacobite. Well, hang him.
the lands of Jacobite chiefs were seized by the crown, and an all-out campaign waged to rid the Highlands of its people. Cattle were killed or stolen and driven to market, where they were sold to lowland Scots loyal to the crown or to English farmers for a fraction of their value. The Disarming Acts of 1746 outlawed the wearing of the plaid, playing the pipes, or bearing arms. If the government could not destroy Scotland, it would destroy everything which made it unique. The culture of the clan would be ground beneath the heel of the invader. In a few short years, the Highlands would be emptied to make way for a more pliable occupant. Former clan lands were cleared of Highlanders through a number of devious or underhanded methods, so that the new owners could pasture Scotland's most prolific resident, sheep. The Jacobites were broken, and their prince, Charles Edward Stuart, would die in 1788, exiled like his father. Scots like MacIver would scatter around the globe, and through the decades and centuries to come would make significant contributions to science, medicine, maritime technology, literature, and every field of endeavour that man has embarked upon since. While the sons of British veterans would look across the grey Atlantic and see the storm clouds of revolution gathering over the American colonies. Scotland would recover, but the Highlands would never again know the glory of the clans.